At 70, everything changes. Your body speaks a little louder. The knees creak more often, sleep doesn't come as easy, and the energy you once had for long walks, errands, or even social gatherings feels different. Not worse, just different. But here's a truth not many people are brave enough to say out loud. After 70, walking more isn't always the answer. In fact, focusing too much on physical activity might be distracting you from what really matters right now. This video isn't about giving up. It's not about telling you to sit still and waste away. No, it's about choosing wisely. It's about knowing where to invest your limited energy, attention, and strength. And I promise you this. If you focus on the 5 things I'm about to share, you'll find a deeper sense of peace, connection, and fulfillment in this stage of life. If you're watching this and you're over 60, I want to hear from you. What has truly mattered to you after crossing that milestone? Leave a comment and share your experience. And if you care about wisdom like this, go ahead and subscribe now. We talk about the things that really matter. Number 1. Strengthen your circle, relationships over routine. Let me tell you about George. He was 74, lived alone after his wife passed, and he used to walk 5 miles every morning. Rain or shine, he was out there, waving to neighbors, nodding to joggers, always on the move. But here's the thing, he didn't know those neighbors. He never stopped to talk. He walked, but he was lonely. Then one winter, George slipped on a patch of ice. Broken hip, months of recovery, and for the first time, he realized no one came by. No calls, no visits, just silence. He later told me, I spent years walking away from my loneliness, instead of walking toward connection. At this stage of life, your social circle isn't just a luxury, it's your lifeline. Isolation is as dangerous as smoking 15 cigarettes a day, according to research from Brigham Young University. That's not a scare tactic, that's a wake-up call. So instead of burning your limited energy on long, lonely walks, use it to call an old friend, visit a neighbor, join a local group, a book club, a senior center activity, even a virtual meetup. The heart needs cardio, yes, but it also needs conversation. Think about this for a moment. Who in your life haven't you talked to in a while? Who would light up to hear your voice? Drop their name in the comments. Let this be the day you reach out. And if this hits something in you, don't scroll past. Subscribe. There's more of this wisdom coming. Number 2. Protect your mind, not just your body. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine 2 people, both 75 years old. One wakes up each morning, makes tea, reads the newspaper, maybe does a puzzle or 2. The other? They wake up, scan through the headlines, then open a notebook. They're writing a memoir. Every week, they attend an online philosophy class. They argue ideas. They learn something new. They challenge their own thoughts. Now fast forward 10 years. One of them remembers names, dates, jokes, stories. The other struggles to recall what day it is. It's not about luck. It's about how you treat your brain. A 2023 study from the University of Exeter found that seniors who actively engage their minds reduce their risk of cognitive decline by nearly 40%. That's not from Sudoku alone. It's from meaningful mental activity, learning, reflecting, creating. You don't need to write a book, but write something. Journal about your life. Teach your grandkids what school never did. Read a difficult novel. Learn a new skill, even something like painting, coding, or photography. Your mind wants to be challenged. And at this stage of life, you finally have the time. So here's my question for you. What's one topic you've always been curious about, but never explored? Type it in the comments. You might inspire someone else to chase it too. And if this part got you thinking, hit that like button. That tells me you're still sharp and hungry for more. Number 3, declutter your life, but not just your closet. Let me hit you with a number that might surprise you. The average American home contains over 300,000 items. 300,000. Now, think about this. How many of those do you really use? How many actually bring peace, joy, or meaning into your day? And I'm not just talking about old jackets or mismatched Tupperware. I'm talking about emotional clutter too. Guilt, regrets, unfinished conversations, unspoken words. There's a freedom that comes with letting go. I once helped a woman named Lorraine, 78 years old, clean out her garage. It had been untouched since her husband passed over a decade ago. As we sorted through boxes, she began to cry, not because of what she was losing, but because of what she was finally releasing. Old grief, expectations, and the space we cleared? She turned it into a small art studio. Said she hadn't painted since college. That's the power of decluttering. Start small. A drawer, a shelf, then move inward. Forgive someone. Apologize if needed. Let go of an old resentment. Free up space in your heart, not just your home. And here's something to reflect on. What's one thing, physical or emotional, that you know it's time to let go of? Be brave. Share it in the comments. You never know who needs to read your words today. If this part stirred something in you, consider subscribing. There's still more to uncover. Number 4. Nurture your legacy before time slips away. Imagine this scenario. It's a sunny afternoon, years from now. Your grandchildren, or maybe great-grandchildren, are sitting around a table. Someone pulls out an old box. Inside, letters, recipes, photos, stories written in your handwriting. They start reading aloud, laughing, crying, remembering. And even though you're not in the room, you're there, in their hearts, in their memories. That's legacy, and it doesn't build itself. Too many of us reach our 70s thinking legacy is about money or property. But real legacy? It's the values you pass down, the lessons, the traditions, the moments that shaped your life. And unless you capture them, they disappear. There's science to back this up. According to the Journal of Family Psychology, older adults who engage in generativity, the act of guiding and contributing to the next generation, report higher life satisfaction, reduced depression, and stronger cognitive health. Start with something simple. Record a voice message for your family. Write down your life's 3 greatest lessons. Share a family recipe and the story behind it. Teach your grandchild how to plant tomatoes, just like your father taught you. These little things, they outlive us. So I ask you, what's one story from your life that deserves to be remembered? Share a piece of it in the comments. Even a sentence. It might spark someone else to share theirs. And if you believe legacy matters more than ever at this age, hit that like button. Let's keep this wisdom alive together. Number 5, prioritize peace, not productivity. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you did nothing and felt okay with it? Not scrolling, not checking the time, not worrying about what needs to get done, just sitting, breathing, listening to the wind or the birds or your own heartbeat. We live in a world obsessed with doing. Even in our 70s, we hear whispers like, stay busy or you'll fade. But the truth? After a certain age, chasing productivity becomes a trap. And peace, real, deep, inner peace, becomes the rarest, most precious thing. There's science behind this too. A 2022 study from the University of California found that older adults who practiced mindful stillness, even just 10 minutes a day, reported reduced anxiety, better sleep, and a greater sense of meaning. Not because they were doing more, but because they were finally being. We've spent decades planning, working, rushing. Now is the time to feel, to watch a sunset without photographing it, to listen to your favorite song without multitasking, to sit by the window and just exist fully. And no, this isn't laziness. It's wisdom. So I'll ask you, when was the last time you truly felt at peace? What were you doing or not doing? Share it in the comments. Your stillness might inspire someone else's. And if you believe we deserve peace in our later years, hit that subscribe button. We're building a community that honors stillness just as much as action. So here we are. After 70, life asks different questions. Not how much did you do today, but did today mean something to you? Not how far did you walk, but who did you walk beside or reach out to? You see, this chapter of life isn't the end of the story. It's the part where everything finally starts to make sense, where your energy becomes sacred, where your time is too valuable to waste on things that don't nourish your soul. Forget the pressure to keep up appearances. Forget the voices that tell you to stay busy just to feel useful. You are not here to hustle. You are here to live wisely, deeply, quietly, if that's what brings you peace. Focus on your relationships. Guard your mind like the treasure it is. Clear the clutter, both outside and within. Pass down the stories only you can tell. And above all, choose peace over noise, stillness over speed, meaning over motion. Because after 70, the goal isn't to do more. It's to matter more. Now it's your turn. Which of these 5 things spoke to you the loudest? Tell me in the comments. I read every one, and your voice might just be what someone else needed to hear today. If you found wisdom here, if even one part of this video helped you breathe a little easier, please hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with someone you love. Let's grow this circle of thoughtful, purposeful living together. Until next time, take care of your soul. And don't forget, less walking, more living.